Hello, friends. It is December 2025. We are coming to the end of 2025 and looking forward to a 2026 that hopefully will be better than all the years of 2020s combined. I wanted to talk today, since we're talking about spiritual health and fitness here, I wanted to discuss the oft quoted saying, cleanliness is next to godliness, and the importance of keeping a tidy space and the importance of decluttering your space. I don't know if it's a factor of living through relatively difficult economic times, but I see a lot of hoarding around me. I see many people clinging on to junk that they should be throwing out and making space in their lives. See, most people don't realize how limited space is in our reality and in our world. The earth itself is pretty large, allegedly. I mean, I've driven around North America quite a bit, and I can tell you, yes, there is a lot of space out there, but it is raw nature, and raw nature is very unfriendly to the human body. Unfortunately, or fortunately, for better or for worse, humans need to band together in order to live in nature. And so what we've seen resulting from that fact is the creation of these urban environments in these cities where, yes, you have a lot of humans working together, in a lot of cases very impersonally, but still working together to create a relatively hospitable place to live and to inhabit. The downside of this is that we rather artificially restrict the amount of space that we have. And so we're left with usually a small apartment, or in the suburban area, a relatively small house with really very little storage, little space to put your belongings, your material possessions. So I've come up with the theory that if you're living in an urban environment, actually your space is almost always more valuable than the trinket you are trying to store in that space. And if you think about it, think about how much money you're paying per square foot in your space, whether it's a mortgage or rent, and think about how much money this trinket would cost to replace. And you'll usually find that it's more cost effective to throw the thing out and buy it again if and when, in fact, you need it. And that's a big if. Most people think they're going to want something again or they're going to use it again, and they won't. Now, I can speak from experience. It is frustrating to throw something out and then need it again shortly later on. But once again, it depends on how much time is passing between those experiences, because space is at a premium. And when you understand that, you'll be more amenable to the idea of decluttering and throwing things out and really valuing your space. Because a decluttered space is a decluttered mind. If you are operating in filth and in clutter, that is a reflection of your internal mental state. And especially if we're talking about your domicile, the place where you live, that couldn't be closer to the truth as far as it's being a representation of what your mind looks like if you were to sort of allegorically project it into the physical world and into physical space. If your space is very cluttered, then your mind is very cluttered, because you simply cannot have the same peace of mind in that kind of an environment. So things like doing your dishes after you use them. This is self-mastery, right? This is living the life that you want to live, being the person that you want to be, not accepting dirt and grime collecting around you and operating around it and just avoiding it once again, the perfect representation of your mind. And if you have this filth, this undesirable that you are avoiding instead of doing the maybe slightly hard and painful thing of cleaning it up, it's the perfect metaphor for avoiding the baggage that may or may not be existing in your mind. Food for thought.